Hi, folks. Andrew here, Top Fitness Strategies and Top Fitness Strategies Presents. Welcome. If you're watching this on YouTube, thanks. Hit like, subscribe. You know all that good stuff. If you're listening to this via podcast on your favorite streaming service, whatever it's called, like, subscribe, what have you, all that good jazz. Okay. So today, what we're going to talk about is I just forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, the exercise bands. Exercise bands versus free weights. Which one is better? There's debates going on left and right. Now, old school is going to tell you. Well, before we get into that, if you're here for the first time, once again, thank you. Click all the links below. We have all kinds of stuff going on. Topfitnessstrategies.com. Check it out. And this episode is being sponsored by the In and Out Top to Bottom Fitness Program. It is an ebook I wrote outlining a fitness program that you can do at home on your own time. You can also bring it to the gym if you want to. Total body weight stuff. It's a 3-week workout program, total body weight stuff. If you're looking to start a workout program or to start getting in shape, this may be what you're looking for because you go at your own pace. You go at your own level and you do your own stuff. If you're a seasoned workout person and you're in the position where you're showing off your body on stage somewhere, this could enhance it. And it's designed to go at your own speed, to do your own stuff. It's not designed to make it so you're going to go from couch potato to looking like the showing off your body on stage in 3 weeks. Absolutely not. This is a stepping stone program to get you started, or if you wanted to do something in between programs you're doing, or just a change of pace. Again, this is an at-home workout program. You can incorporate these things at a gym if you want to. Check out the links below or in the show notes and go from there. topfitnessstrategies.com/book. That's it. topfitnessstrategies/book. Check it out. Let me know what you think of it. Okay. All right. The main event today is workout bands or exercise bands versus free weights. Old school folks will always tell you free weights are the best. Always. And why? Because that's what we grew up on. I'm an old person, an old workout guy. All right. Because if you didn't know, Top Fitness Strategies is designed for the folks over 50 years old. But that does not mean everything I talk about is only for the over 50 years old. It is for everyone to look at and take from it. So even if you're 18 years old, you can take the information that we put here. But I come at it from a perspective of being over 50 years old and doing workouts. Okay. And if you want to know my bio, my credentials, check it out. You'll find it. No problem there. Okay. So the question is, which is better, exercise bands or free weights? The short answer is depends. Depends on what you're trying to do. It is that simple, yet it is so complicated. Now, this comes up because I am in a couple of Facebook groups, and one of them recently we started talking about that. And yeah, the groups are for us old folks over 50 years old, and we started talking about that. One person asked, "What is is it better to have bands to do bands or use free weights?" Let me just read some of the comments. I'm not going to say anybody's name. I'm just going to read some of the comments people put on there or said about this as we go along. Once a person says, lift heavy weights for hypertrophy. I always say that wrong. Hypertrophy. I can't see that word right. Hyper, you know what I'm talking about. I call it hypertrophy, and I know that's not how you pronounce it. I know it's not, but I've been saying that word since I was a little kid, so it's hard for my brain to wrap around saying the right and wrong. Hyper. Okay, all right. We'll leave that word alone for now. I'm going to get bombarded with comments on that one. Okay. Another person writes, no need to bulk up at 56 years old, because that's the guy who was saying it was in the 50s, in his 50s. Use weights at 66 for strength. Use bands for rehab, intended for legit training. As we go farther down here, Says, I'm 59 years old and use bands and dumbbells. I gave up on barbells and heavy weights. I usually try to get 16 to 20 reps. Gone are the days of loading up the barbell with 200 or 300 pounds and going for 4 reps. And that seems to be the consensus. And I'm in that group as well. I'm at the age now where I don't care what my PR is anymore when it comes to what bench press, curls, or what have you. Now, I have been saying this for years, at least 10 years. I think it's going more on 15 from 2007. I do believe is when I started doing at home workouts, because of my lifestyle at the time. I wasn't at a position where I can join a gym because I was traveling. I got into the home workout routines, and it's no secret I am a huge fan of the P90X series from Beachbody. And no, I'm not a representative of Beachbody. I just love the P90X series. I think it's fantastic. And if you look at my videos, you'll see my description, my review of it several times, matter of fact. Okay. Now, within that program, they teach you how to use both barbells or dumbbells, I should say, and stretchy bands or exercise bands. I have done the program with both, and I can tell you with confidence that each type of exercise, each type of weight, whether it's free weight or exercise band, they work differently. They're both they're effective. Both of them are very effective, no question about it, but they both work differently. Now, I say all this because in my personal gym, my home gym, the heaviest free weight I have is 25 pounds. Now, my resistance band, the heaviest I have is 40 pounds. Can I tell a difference? Yes, I can tell a difference. Do I need more than that? Nope. If you ask me, no, I don't. If I want to push more than that, I do body weight stuff and pull-ups. I do have a pull-up bar, and yes, I weigh more than 25 pounds. Or if you want to pick up both the dumbbells at once, I personally weigh, at this point in my life, I weigh more than 50 pounds. So when I do pull-ups, I am pulling up way more than that. But as far as weights go, that's all I have. 25-pound dumbbells is the heaviest I have. And I've had that for well over 10 years. Exercise bands, I do believe, once again, it's up to 40. I'm thinking 40 or 50. I don't want to say 50. I know 40 for certain. But I usually don't go heavier than that. Okay, so yes, you can get good workouts in. And my whole point of that is I'm in a position now in my mind, and there's nothing wrong with if you don't follow my philosophy here, but in my mind, I no longer want to bench press a Buick, as I say all the time. That's just not what I want to do anymore. If you still do and you're mid 50s or higher, great, fantastic, go for it. I'll be your biggest cheerleader. It's just not something I want to do anymore. All right. As we're going through these comments, you'll either hear people on both sides. Another one here says, my wife and I are, I'm not going to say ages here. My wife and I are around 60-ish years old and pushing heavier weights. Free weights are pushing heavier weights than most 30-year-olds. Big fan of the free weights. Okay. Another person says free weights are better. Another person says you only need resistance bands for injury. If you're rehab injury, which I totally disagree with on that one. Another person say weights, barbells, machines. Oh, speaking of machines, technically, if you use a Bowflex, and I am not sponsored by Bowflex either, if you use a Bowflex, technically that is a stretchy band. All right. Now, people may argue with me all you want, but that's a stretchy band. We can debate that on an interview. If you want to talk, we can go live together and debate that one. But in my world, that is a stretchy band. I'm not putting it down. Don't think I am, because you'll get a great workout with it. I've done workouts with Bowflexes before. Do I have one? No. Could I get one? Probably. At this point. All right. More comments here. Weights for sure. I'm 49. My wife is mid 50s, and they continue to lift heavy. We continue to lift heavy. All right. Another person, for you and me, you'll do fine with bands and body weight, which I'm a huge fan of that as well. Great news is to do something. And that's my whole point of this as I'm going through it. As long as you're doing something, it's going to be better than doing nothing. And I've said that forever. especially if you're getting older. As long as you're doing something, is better than doing nothing. Now, if and let me back up a little bit here. If you don't know what an exercise band is, or a stretchy band, as other people call it, or straps, different people call it, they are like a big rubber band, if you will. And what it does is it has different degrees of tension in it. So when you pull them apart, or you do curls with them, or you can do all kinds of different exercises with them, but the resistance that it gives you is the equivalent of that particular poundage of weight. So for instance, if you get a 25-pound stretchy band, I use 25 because I mentioned 25 pounds before. If you use a 25-pound resistance stretchy band, we'll call them stretchy bands for ease of understanding. As you pull it, it's the equivalent of lifting a 25-pound dumbbell. It's equivalent of that. At least that's what they claim. I haven't done personal measurements with it. I know it works for me, for my purposes, what I was doing. Now, the difference with the stretchy bands, or the, if you're going to call this an advantage or disadvantage, I don't know how you want to phrase it, but what is so different about it is the harder you pull up. For instance, if you're doing a curl and you start down at waist level, and as you pull up, it gets more and more tension on it as you go up with it. And the same as you come back down with the negatives, it's really hard at the top, and it gets easier and easier as you come down with it. Now, as with free weight, it keeps that same tension, if you will, up and down, because it's 25 pounds, if that makes sense or not. Now, is it more detailed than that? Yes, absolutely. If you follow me at all, you know that I just paint stuff with broad strokes. I don't go into minute details about it, because that's just not the way I train. It's not the way I teach. Could we? Sure. If you're the detail-oriented type of person and you want to talk more in depth about it, let's do it. I'd be more than happy to talk with you. I don't want to argue at all. I'm just telling you how I present things. If you want to present things more detailed, let's go for it. Come on. Come on the broadcast. Come on the video. I'll be more than happy, and we'll get chit chat about it. It'd be great. I think it'd be a fun time. Okay. But the main thing is, if you have to decide between one or the other, pick one and go for it. You're going to have people on both sides. Some people say it's wrong to do this and try to do that. Other people is going to say it's right to do this and wrong to do that. Whatever. My thing is, do something. As long as you're doing something, I'll be your cheerleader. Absolutely be your cheerleader. Okay. So the bottom line is, which is better? Personal preference. Now, if you're going for total strength, chances are it's going to be free weights. Chances are. Now, am I scientifically proven to do that? No. Are there studies out there? I'm sure there are. If you're looking to tone and tone your muscles, I don't want to say exercise bands are the way to go, because I can have an argument for both ways. But if you want to see more muscle definition, it's not the workout that's going to do it. It's going to help, but it has a lot to do with diet, which is a whole different podcast, a whole different video at this point. Okay. Hope that makes sense. I know I'm running too long. I got to stop it here, but I wanted to get a few of those points out there, and holy moly, am I going too long with this? So sorry about that. And we will stop it here. But once again, if you're here, thank you so much for being here. Top Fitness Strategies and Top Fitness Strategies presents. Once again, if you're watching this on YouTube or video, click the like and subscribe. You know, all that good jazz. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast platform, once again, thank you. Check out the way you like it, subscribe, thumbs up it, whatever it is on your particular format, and we'll go from there. Okay, check out the links in the description. And remember, In and Out Top to Bottom Fitness Program, the ebook. Look at the link in the description or the show notes. All right, and we'll stop right here. So once again, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Until next time, this is Andrew, Top Fitness Strategies.